Do you feel stuck in holding your weight? And would you like an exit ramp to the yo-yo diet cycle programs out there that keep you feeling stuck? Would you like an exit so that you can get this done and get permanent weight loss and then move on with other more important things in your life once you get this done? Well, you're in the right place, because today I'm going to talk about those obstacles that keep people stuck. And most importantly, I'm going to give you strategies of how to get out of those obstacles and those blocks that keep you holding weight, that keep you in the yo-yo diet cycle. So let's move forward, and I'm going to talk about a number of obstacles, and I think that some of them may resonate with you. You'll let me know if any of these sound familiar. I am going to start with a common one that a lot of people tell me that they know about themselves. So when people hold extra weight, they often feel and say, I have a slow metabolism. Is that something that you feel? Does that comment resonate with you? Because a lot of people, when they first come and talk to me, they'll say, I know I have a slow metabolism. I can't burn calories. I can't lose weight. And that makes a lot of people feel stuck. Because if you think about it, those skinny people out there who can eat everything and anything they want, and they're always staying skinny, what separates them from people who hold on to weight? Those skinny people who eat everything and anything they want have a fast, active, healthy, vibrant metabolism. And for people who hold on to weight, who can't let those pounds go, who can't burn calories easily, a factor is often that you have a slow metabolism. And you only feel stuck because you don't know yet how to speed up your metabolism. But again, the entity that separates those skinny people who burn calories fast from people who hold on to weight is the quality of your metabolism. If you could burn calories fast, if you had a rapid, efficient metabolism, you would be burning calories, burning pounds off. So I want you to think about that as one obstacle that may be holding you back, and something that you need to do to get out of all of these gimmicks of these weight loss programs that don't give permanent weight loss is to jumpstart your metabolism. Get your body speeding up your metabolism so that you are burning calories fast, like all of those skinny people out there who are eating all these things. Now, these skinny people are not staying skinny because they're not starving, like these gimmick programs tell you to starve yourself or deprive yourself. These skinny people are not staying skinny because they do boot camp over-exercise programs and live at the gym for hours and hours. They're not staying skinny because they only eat narrow categories of food like paleo or keto, or these high-fat or low-fat or high-protein or low-protein programs, these very narrow categories that these gimmicky weight loss programs tell people to do, and people stay in that yo-yo weight loss cycle. They lose a little, they regain it. They lose a little on the next diet plan and regain it. Again, we want to do, and I want to help you do what skinny people do, and that is to jumpstart your metabolism so you have a body that burns calories effectively. So that's the first thing to think about that keeps you stuck. The second thing that keeps you stuck is, even though many people try, and when people first come to me and talk to me, they'll usually say, I've tried 3, 4, 5 programs. Sometimes people have tried one program over and over again, and they don't succeed with the programs. Why is it that they don't succeed? Because these programs tell people to starve or to over-exercise, to boot camp, to spend hours at the gym that most people don't have. They tell people to live in these very rigid, extreme, narrow categories of food, like the paleo and keto and high protein, low protein, high fat, low fat. It's very difficult to live in such a limited amount of food, kinds of food. And all of these programs that I've been telling you about are not sustainable. They are what I call extreme rigid fad programs that people don't succeed because they're not sustainable, first. Second, they don't jumpstart your metabolism. So if your metabolism is not active, you can try to starve your body, but your body is not primed to burn calories anyway. You're still not burning calories like these skinny people do. That is the first thing that people need to look at and pay attention to before they even think about what they eat. Because again, even if you starve yourself, even if you go to the gym, if your body does not know how to burn calories effectively, you stay within that yo-yo diet cycle. You may lose a little bit and then you regain it. You're not getting a blueprint or path for permanent weight loss like my people do who I work with, because that is what we really want. In my programs, there are no gimmicks. People are never asked to starve or deprive yourself because you don't have to. Once you kickstart your metabolism, you can eat healthy food, good amounts of food, filling meals, all of your meals, 3 meals a day, and snacks. You don't even have to cut out some of your favorite foods, again, because you have a metabolism that's active, efficient, vibrant, energetic, healthy. That is what you need, not extreme, rigid, limited gimmick programs. Again, the scientific and medical research shows that most people who even lose weight in these programs, in these gimmicky programs, will regain their weight. Up to 95% of people will regain their weight in a short amount of time, sometimes within a year. That is never something that I think is either healthy or recommended for people. You want a blueprint, a path to permanent weight loss, and that can never include gimmicks, because gimmicks are not sustainable. When you do a diet for a temporary amount of time, then whatever results you get in that short temporary time is limited, because when you realize that this is a gimmick and I can't stay in it, when you go back to your previous habits with a slow metabolism, that's when the weight goes up again. The secret to getting permanent weight loss, is to jumpstart, kickstart, elevate, escalate your metabolism. Once you get that moving and going, your body learns permanently to handle, manage, and burn calories and keep your weight down. So we've talked about a few obstacles that keep people stuck. I want to talk about a couple more. One is, and a lot of people know this, they will say, I have sugar cravings, or stress eating, or comfort eating, or emotional eating, or night snacking, or binge eating, or any of these number of what I call pattern eating. When you go on these starvation diets, they don't tell you or teach you what to do if you have a sugar craving. And these sugar cravings are very strong and fierce. And when people feel them, there isn't anything, they're very strong, and they are stronger than any logic in your mind. If you say to yourself, well, I have a rule, this weight loss program person told me I have to starve, I can't eat. but I have a sugar craving now. That sugar craving drives people quickly to increase their sugar level. Well, guess what? It's really important to learn how to get rid of these sugar cravings and stress and triggers for stress eating, comfort eating, emotional eating. And all of these gimmicky programs don't teach you to do that, which is another reason why people stay in the yo-yo diet cycle, that roller coaster. Any program, if you have one of these eating patterns, has to teach you to get out of those patterns. And the other thing that you should know is when you kickstart and jumpstart your metabolism, that is one thing that helps eliminate sugar cravings. They occur much less when you have a healthy, efficient metabolism. Plus, there are other solutions that I do give my clients as well. Again, if you want a permanent exit ramp to get rid of that weight, you need to jumpstart your metabolism. You need to learn how to eliminate these sugar cravings or emotional stress eating patterns of eating. Next, a lot of people who hold on to weight feel that it's a result of some hormonal problems. For many people, it's post-pregnancy. For some people, it's perimenopausal or postmenopausal. And because of your hormones, you feel like you're holding weight. And that is often the case. Again, with these gimmicky programs, if they tell you to starve or exercise, that does not get rid of the hormonal problems that are causing you to hold on to weight. Again, one of the reasons that keeps you in the yo-yo diet cycle. If you want permanent weight loss, you need to learn, you need to be taught how to get rid of these hormonal problems that are keeping you holding weight so that you can exit that yo-yo diet cycle. You can get off of that roller coaster. And again, these gimmicky programs don't do that. But my program does that for everybody because that is one of the things you need to do to get permanent weight loss. So again, there are a number of obstacles that hold people with their weight. One is a slow metabolism, a slow calorie burning system. That often is an active problem that holds people. Another is having sugar cravings or stress comfort food eating or night snacking or binge eating. We need to be taught how to get out of those cycles to get permanent results. So what do these traditional programs do? They give you a plan which really doesn't get rid of your obstacles. And then if you don't succeed, what happens? They blame you. They say you failed the program. But really, I want people to understand the programs failed you. They didn't give you the ramp, the strategies, the solutions to get rid of the underlying causes, the root causes that are causing you to hold weight, like a slow metabolism or these eating patterns. So I tell people, first of all, I want to reassure you, it is not your fault if you have not succeeded, if you failed with these programs. It's not that you failed, it's that they didn't give you sustainable plans. They gave you extreme, rigid rules that really nobody holds usually. And they didn't help you get rid of the obstacles that keep you stuck. And therefore, you stayed within the yo-yo diet cycle. So I want you to really demand of any program that they must help you jumpstart your metabolism, that they must help you get rid of any of these sugar craving, emotional, stress, comfort food eating pattern habits that you may have. They must address any hormonal issues you have so that you can eliminate and get rid of those roadblocks to success. And I tell people that when you have these obstacles that keep you stuck, it's like getting into a car. You get your GPS on, you know where you're starting, you know where you want to end up. But when you do these gimmicky programs, you still have these, it's like having physical obstacles along the way. You can't get to your final destination because you have these physical roadblocks along the way, like a slow metabolism, like sugar cravings, like hormonal issues. And if you can get those roadblocks out of the way in a program, and I do talk about that with the clients that I work with, then your pathway from where you're starting to where you want to end up to your permanent weight loss goal can be clear. And instead of having a slow metabolism and a car that's stopped by roadblocks, your car could be like a race car metabolism that will drive you fast, efficiently, and permanently to your destination, to your goal, your weight loss goal. So again, I want you to think about how important it is, how essential it is to get rid of those obstacles, those roadblocks that are holding you in weight loss and that are holding you in keeping those pounds on. I want you to think about the importance of eliminating all of those hurdles, those obstacles, and really expect that any program will give that to you. And if you would like to learn about a program, I would be happy to explain my program to you. Getting to a fast metabolism is not a one-size-fits-all program, which is why these gimmicky programs that tell everybody to lose weight the same way, that's another reason why they don't work. There are reasons that people have these obstacles, like a slow metabolism, and there are easy steps, usually a sequence of a few fast steps that can be taken to get the results you need. It's just that these programs don't do that because they don't focus on people as individuals. They want to get groups of people, and in order to address groups of people, they give rigid rules to everyone. And that keeps really the group, most of the people, in the yo-yo diet roller coaster. I wish for you that you can get out of that yo-yo diet roller coaster going up and down and up, which is really not healthy. I love to help people get rid of their obstacles to gain a fast, healthy, efficient, active, vibrant metabolism that you know you can depend on, and that moves you from someone who's stuck in holding weight to someone who burns calories actively, consistently. So imagine doing this, and imagine looking in the mirror and you've done this and you're looking at your reflection and you love that reflection looking back at you. Imagine the styles and the fashions and the clothing you can wear that you used to be afraid of, you used to have to avoid and just buy loose things that kind of drape over your body. But now you can get that skinny outfit with the belt around your waist and those fashions that you've looked at but that you felt you've had to avoid. Imagine that you don't have to worry about the health problems associated with holding extra weight. You don't have to worry about your doctor nagging you every time you go there that you need to lose weight. There are so many health problems associated with being overweight, like extra cholesterol and blood pressure problems, cardiovascular problems, sugar, diabetes, autoimmune problems. There are so many health problems. And when you do lose those pounds, those extra pounds, you get out of that risk. So many of my clients have had the doses of their cholesterol or high blood pressure or thyroid medicines either lowered or stopped, because when you lose that weight, your health elevates. So, with my program, you not only lose the weight, but you find increased energy and better health, because you build health, and that helps to jumpstart your metabolism. It's all about health and wellness, elevating, jumpstarting, and escalating your metabolism. So I would be happy to discuss this with you in further detail if you'd like to speak with me about how we could create your blueprint, your GPS, your map to permanent weight loss, how to eliminate your obstacles that are holding you with weight now. I do have a limited number of appointments in my calendar, so take a look at my calendar that's in our group. I will try to list it in the comments section here. I would be happy to discuss with you your blueprint to permanent weight loss, so that you would be able to look in that mirror and just love that reflection looking back at you, knowing you've finally gotten rid of these obstacles and you can move on with other things in your life. You've gotten this done. You will achieve permanent weight loss. What a joy that will be. So join me again. I look forward to seeing you next week. I will speak every week in our group. And I look forward to speaking to you individually to create your map, your blueprint to permanent weight loss. Let's talk soon.